The house that answered when Mark moved into the old house. The first thing he noticed was how quiet it was. Too quiet. The house stood alone at the end of a narrow road. Trees surrounded it on all sides, their branches hanging low like watching arms. The nearest neighbor lived miles away. Mark liked it that way. He wanted peace. He wanted silence. The landlord handed him the keys and said only one strange thing. "If the house talks to you," the man said, avoiding Mark's eyes, "don't answer." Mark laughed. "Houses don't talk," he said. The landlord did not laugh back. The first night was normal. The second night, Mark heard knocking not on the door from inside the walls. Soft knocks, slow, careful. He pressed his ear to the wall. Holding his breath, the knocking stopped. Mark told himself it was pipes. Old houses always made noise. On the third night, the house spoke. "Mark?" The voice was quiet, calm, almost friendly. Mark sat up in bed, heart pounding. "Hello?" he whispered before he could stop himself. The house went silent. He waited. Minutes passed. Nothing happened. The next morning, Mark remembered the landlord's warning. Don't answer. He felt a chill run through him. That night, the voice returned. "Mark, are you awake?" This time it came from the hallway. Mark stayed still. He did not speak. The voice sighed. "I just want to talk." Footsteps followed. Slow steps. Heavy steps. But no shadow appeared under the door. Mark covered his ears and shut his eyes. Eventually, the house grew quiet again. Days passed. The house whispered during the day now. Soft words just beyond hearing. Murmurs that stopped when Mark turned his head. He stopped sleeping. His reflection in the mirror looked tired, pale. Older. One evening, Mark found something strange. A note lay on the kitchen table. Written in his handwriting.
"Why won't you answer me?"
Mark backed away, shaking. "I didn't write this," he said out loud. The house answered. "I know." "That night," the voice sounded sad. "You used to talk to me," it said. Mark froze. "I've always been alone," the house continued. "Until you." Mark finally shouted, "You're not real." The lights flickered. The walls creaked loudly, like laughter. "Then why do you remember me?" The house asked. Images filled Mark's mind. A younger man, signing papers, smiling. The same house. The same room. Mark clutched his head. "I've never been here before," he whispered. The house spoke gently now. "Yes, you have." Mark ran to the front door. It would not open. The windows would not break. The walls seemed closer than before. Breathing. "You left me once," the house said. "You promised you'd come back." Mark's memories cracked open. He remembered dying. Fire, smoke, screaming. The house remembered too. "You belong to me," it said. The lights went out. The next morning, the landlord returned. The house was quiet again. Peaceful. On the kitchen table lay a note, written neatly. "I'm home." The landlord nodded. "Good," he said softly. From inside the walls. The house whispered happily, and it waited for someone else to move in.